Alrighty, hello and fantastic morning to you. Yeah, absolutely loving the music in this so far, I gotta say. So, I've never actually played the series, interestingly enough. Well, funnily enough, I've seen, let's see, the entire extent of my experience with the series has been a playthrough that I watched a while ago. I believe the first one on on the Game Boy Color version. So I have zero idea what's going on here for all intents and purposes. I was mostly watching that one for the commentary. But at any rate, yeah, excited to give this a try. So it was specifically recommended this one, was told it's downright amazing. Now, interestingly enough, this one actually never got a US release as far as I'm aware, except for the PS4 version, which came out recently, I think. I don't know how recent that was. Don't quote me on that. Any dang ways, point being, this is the original SNES version, although patched. So back there on the bottom left there, I'm not entirely sure what extra stuff the thing patches. Apparently, it fixed a few bugs and that sort of thing. Now, the one piece of advice I was told going into this is apparently don't pick this guy, because apparently criticals do not work, and that's his main shtick. So naturally, he's going to be the very first member of the team. And apparently you can rename them, so actually I should probably go over who's even available here. So apparently there's 6 characters here, so you got Thief Guy, apparently your Crit Rogue type situation. You got this one, so Grappler. Hello there, ProCal. Oh, no one can hear what you just said because I have to wait through ads first? Well, okay, I guess we'll pause real quick. Let me know when you're done with the ads. Because reasons. Thanks, Twitch. Thanks. Oh well. Let's just wait a moment. Either way. We'll be, getting to all that business in a moment. So yeah, let's, give it a little bit of a wait here. Alright, Mr. Cow, are you suddenly back? Oh, done now and defeated the ads? Okay. Well, okay, yeah, so, no idea what to do about that. You didn't have ads? Well, fine, I don't know. But anyway, so this is one that Mr. Vale had requested, and yeah, that had requested a while ago, and yeah. All I know about this game is apparently this guy's bad. So, like I was trying to say, he is going to be my main character here, because I've heard he sucks, so naturally that's the way we have to go. Like, right now, I was briefly looking through these before starting. So, let's see, the fighter guy, presumably they're awesome. I mean, I already know, like, I'm seeing 2 characters right here. I'm told this one sucks, I see this chick has a spear. So that's already 2 out of 3 for sure. All I know is you apparently picked 3 of these. So yeah, not this one, though. It says cleric, they look like a weird little clown thing. No thanks. Anywho, maybe this one? I mean, she seems like she'd really have a hard time in the cold, so I don't know. I don't know if it's cold here. I mean, presumably this guy hits real hard, so... Those 3? I mean, this one's a grappler, though. Like, old RPGs and grappling, if this is anything like Dwarf Fortress, grappling should be really OP. I don't know. Although, what's going on with their sprite, exactly? They've got, like, an arm coming out of the back of their head. I don't want to go with this one and name them Trogdor. Yeah, you know what? That's what we're going to go with. So, first of all, Steve. This looks like Steve. He kind of looks like a warlock from Tactics Ogre, so definitely going to be Steve the Shanky guy. Sure. Okay, secondary character. Wait, what did I do wrong? Wait, select a main character. But I did. I don't know what I just did wrong there, but okay, apparently I hit a wrong button. But anywho, so yeah, this game has multiple different releases and names and everything else. So yeah, Seiken Gensetsu or whatever 3, and then Secret of Mana 2, and then I don't actually know what names they went with for the PS4 re-releases. So whatever, that's apparently out there. So okay, so that's 1. Select a partner, Spirit Chick, definitely for sure. Any preferred names for Spirit Chick? I just go with Sistina by default, but either way, let me know. Because yeah, it says Wind Kingdom. You know, they're kind of the wind chick, showing up with a spear. I'm gonna go with that by default. If anyone comes up with anything better in the next 2 seconds. Actually, wait a second. I just noticed that probably won't fit, will it? That looks like it. That looks weird. Okay, let's try fitting this in. So yeah, no spoilers if you happen to have played this before. Alright, and select one more. Yeah, Trogdor. Seriously, he has an arm coming out of the back of his head. There's no better name. Actually, no. We need to do this better. Oh, there we go. For a second there, I was worried. There we go, Trogdor. So let's see what's happening here. Apparently it's something along the lines of some, well, basically Battle of the Titans type situation, and then some chick showed up and beat everybody, and then she turned into a tree, and they got turned into rocks, and then somebody's like, hey, I'm going to get these rocks, and I'm going to get superpowers, and that'll be great. So, you know, old mythology in a nutshell. Okay, so we get some sweet panovers. And we're in the shadows and the Thieves Guild. Oh, sweet, we got a cat person! Nice. So we're gonna go do some, like, Monster Hunter type situations since we've got a cat? Going in. Apparently Steve's fallen on hard times ever since, winning several wars. Yeah, you hide behind that barrel. He's gonna, like, look in there and get immediately smitten because he sees a blonde, isn't it? Because it's a Japanese game. Or not. Oh. Yep, gotta get all sneaky over here and gotta hide behind this thing. Although, it's weird that he pulled out his knife earlier. What, was he gonna immediately shank somebody? What? Heh, okay, well, fair enough. So we're basically doing a Robin Hood type thing. And he just decides to become a ballerina on his bed, sure. Alright, well, fair enough. Sand Fortress. So, wait, we just went in there for exactly one treasure chest, that's it? The Desert Storm, jeez. How loud are they with their stealing? Let's see, no audio, nice game, never beat it, but got it like 80%. Alright, well, there you go. I guess, I mean, there's always the replay if you want to see it. Then again, you won't see that. Hang on, let's go ahead and type that out. But yeah, this music is just astounding so far. Like, I've heard the soundtrack before, as in I was having that as a background musical a while ago, and man, it's really good. So apparently it went well, despite the fact that we got caught. Let's see, made a few announcements. Huh, okay, yeah, that'll work out great. Okay, hang on, one of my other party members is over there. Why are we taking over it? Are we gonna be a turncoat by chance? Oh, apparently Steve's got a lady friend. Interesting. So FlameCon, he's the king of fire. Yeah, also, I don't know how... I mean, if they're like a small thieves guild, how exactly are they going to take over a kingdom? I mean, I guess crazier stuff's happened. Although, yeah, if the wells are drying up, there's that. He got slapped. Fair enough, fair enough. Honestly, I really think he probably should have lost a couple HP for that, but whatever. Whatever. Sorry, just checking out my buttons here. Whoa. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what's going on here, but fine. Okay, so this is some kind of ability combination screen or something? Let's see, attack, tech, or cancel, or run. Ooh. Okay, this is a weird system, and I'm liking all these different options I'm seeing here. Ooh, he can become different. Okay, you got class progression. Good to know. Probably between those two. I mean, it's an RPG. Ninjas tend to be overpowered. Maybe he's got no defense. Well, high evasion, good magic defense, so good. Luck, although apparently crits are broken, though they might not be in this one. I will say I don't know what this hack actually fixes. This is the only version that was available, so yeah. Apparently this version is supposed to fix some stuff. So yeah. I mean, besides just the translation thing, obviously. Can I save? Apparently I can't save. Okay. Not entirely sure how the saves work in this, but okay. So start seems to bring up an item menu. Either way, lots of different options, so this is looking pretty neat. Man, I just love old SNES RPGs. Just so much work went into everything. Those little details, and then all of that experience went and carried over to the GBA RPGs, and man. So they really should have just kept them top down. I feel like once everything Squaresoft started going like all big and fancy and everything, stuff went downhill. Let's see. Then away did Desha, but you ran off crying, you stay away from it. Wow. Jeez. I mean, to be fair, it's a reasonable question. Like, they're kind of doing a thing that'll upheave everybody. There's really no reason to run off crying. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Everybody's getting ready to go take over a place. Seriously, though, this is like a random raider kingdom. How... I mean, they might pull a Ragnar, I guess. What? Hang on, was it Ragnar or was it the other guy that sacked France? I'm trying to remember right now. I mean, technically speaking, they were better off just attacking the place and then taking tides forever, and then eventually just came in and took over anyway. That probably would have been the better way to go. Like, you'd think they'd figure out some better solution to their water situation than going and taking over a place immediately. Seems like a very risky move if you've already got an established place. But whatever, I'm planning to overanalyze the hell out of everything that they plan to do here. So naturally... Ooh, there we go. No, stop crying. Well, actually, okay. Roll 101 if you've got a lady friend. If they're pissed, give them space. So, we're just gonna go. And just, yeah. She's probably gonna go, you know, talk to some relatives or something. I'm just gonna leave that there. See, Ragnar sacked France and Viking CV, I don't think it was like... Yeah, okay, I think it was, yeah, they gave... That's what it was. That's what I'm thinking that. It was, what's his face? It was like, they... Basically, the show, they attributed something like 3 or 4 different Vikings, things to him. Like, for example, the whole pulling up with a boat of decapitated heads and that kind of thing was apparently done by somebody else somewhere else. Whereas the actual sacking of France was a different thing. Just put the whole place on wheels and roll it over to a new area? Yeah, there we go. That sounds like a plan. Just turn this place into an arms fort. Ooh, you can push people. That's amusing. Also, I really hope Vale shows up for this. I really hope so. I mean, he might be here in a couple hours. I just want to see what the reaction will be to specifically picking the one character he said never to use. Although, to be honest, I'm liking this guy's story so far, if nothing else. So I'm assuming based on your character you start off in different locations and stuff like that, so that's pretty cool already. See, pushing would be helpful in FF1? Very true. Man, the original Fallout. Like, they ended up changing it in modded versions, and then they ended up changing it in Fallout 2, but dude, anytime that you got stuck, like, anytime you got stuck by a door, it just sucked. It's like, there were times when you would be legitimately screwed because you couldn't get out of a door because an NPC wouldn't move. Yeah, according to the interweb, I was wrong, he was alive and took Paris? Oh. Well, it's alright, we can be permanently confused because now there's multiple versions of that history around. Personally, I don't know. Personally, I was just like when... Wait a minute. Just so, before anything else, just so I know, are there hidden items? Like, is there the whole Pokemon thing or whatever of, like, there's, like, you look in a random corner and there's just an item there? I have to say, this art style kind of makes me think of Golden Sun, and that's always a good thing. Also, not sure who Eagle is, but I'm assuming he's probably going to be the big head honcho around here. Fancy seeing you here. Well, yeah, he does kind of stick out. Though that is one RPG trope I'd like to see done differently at some point. Like, so, okay, comparing these guys, obviously they've got the same kind of reddish-pinkish stuff going on. But where's anybody else that looks like him? He can't be completely unique. How does nobody else sport this look? I mean, presumably it's all under that armor there, and he's just the one guy that decided to go in naked? Don't know. Alright. I'm not sure if exploring actually gets me anything at this point, but... Does plant do anything? No, it's just a random shrub. The one random fern that survived in the desert. Fair enough. Fair enough. You know what? Props to you for trying, little fern. We believe in ya. I'm not really sure what a fern's doing growing in the desert. Usually they like humid climates. At least to my knowledge. Not exactly a fern expert, but, you know. Okay, so. Not anything like 7th Saga so far, so not finding bajillions of chests laying around. Good to know, good to know. See, do I know Shrub? Shrub get... Well, I mean, that'd be really concerning if you were getting some love from a Shrub, I'm just saying. What are you up to? See, the well has never run dry before. It says it's a strange power of mana. Okay. Sir Steve, Sir Eagle is looking for... Okay, so they're going for proper titles here, and I still don't know who Eagle is or where he is. You're guarding a door. Very awkwardly close, too. No problems here? Okay. That sounds legit. Okay. I'm sure there's totally not something immediately coming out from behind that door to take out everyone. Okay, mushroom-looking lady, what's your deal? The hungry, sorry parties... Rude. Rude. Came here for some dang steak. Can't even get any steak. What's the point of a giant friggin' thief fortress if you can't get steak? Right. I've been here. Been here already. Alrighty. Can I eat this salad? Can't even have that salad. This place, man. This place is devoid of food. No wonder we're having issues. Yeah, I can't go through that door for some reason. Good to know. Can I go through this one? No. I think I'm technically on a higher floor than those, maybe? And been here already, but then again, I think the other way I need to go is over this way somewhere. Because I think it was up here, and then there was some main staircase going down, or something along those lines. You know, and before we wind up just going around searching doorways for the next half hour. I seriously have no idea where I'm going. Alright. This stairway looks important. Alright. Eagle, where are you? Honestly, you'd think for somebody that's supposed to be a thief and all that, a unique look just wouldn't be something he'd want to go for. It's like, oh yeah, it was the one guy with the friggin' headband and ridiculously long hair. No way we'd be able to tell that guy in a crowd of a bunch of very clothed people. Like, all the rest of these guys have the right idea. Okay, anybody leave any scraps over here? No? Any leftovers here in the bucket? Apparently it's not Pokemon. Okay, here's down staircase. Come on, please be the way I want to go. Yeah, this is a great start. Just immediately lost. Is there a run button? Oh, there totally is. You're right. Sorry. I'm bad at games, it would seem. I thought this was already his run, because look at that. He's like trotting along. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Which makes sense, because I remember the other Secret Mana being a hell of a fast game, so... Whee! Trot, 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 trot. Yeah, no problems here. Yeah, all these guys sound like they're about to turn traitor. Nikita. Okay. Bro, I think something's wrong. Okay. What should you do? Why don't you and I go along and go hunt some T-Rexes? I've been told that's what people and cats do, so... Alright, so church just over there. Need to get over yonder somehow. How's that working out exactly? Because I'm not even... So it looks like that may be an entrance down on the south there. Or maybe I can just go this way? Sounds legit. Oh, apparently there was way down there this entire time. This is that random shrub door. But yeah, if anybody knows where this eagle person is, feel free to let me know. It's not a spoiler, I just literally have no idea where the hell I'm going in the friggin' intro. Yes, who the crap is Eagle and where are they? It's actually kind of weird. Like, it's weird personally because my brother's name translated means eagle. It's like my brother's looking for me. He's like, hey, why did you go and eat all the oatmeal again? Then again, you know what? They No, actually, the last time I was there, I think I ate all their little pancake corn dog looking situations. But then we bought more. Either way, I still have no clue where the hell I'm going. Then again, when we were kids, he would always try to stockpile Pepsi, and then I would always drink all that stuff. Needless to say, that wasn't terribly healthy, but hey, you know, I wasn't allowed to have pop most of the time, so whenever I got a hold of this stuff, it was gone in seconds. Alright, there's just the bar again. God dang it! Where do you keep your birds? And this is the other not bar. I guess that's like the arming room or something, I'm not sure. Okay, got something here. This looks like a... Oh. Wait. Seriously? Okay, no? No. I thought that was gonna be a hidden path to that chest in the back. You think Dad's acting a little strange? Yeah. Okay. You're gonna totally die, aren't you? Alright, well, cool talk. Fair enough. Yeah, so that's his room. Apparently he just lived in the watchtower. Right, so how do I get to that chest? I don't think I'm supposed to be able to yet. Now I'm assuming we'll go to the throne room, there'll be some confrontation and he dies or something. Guessing Isabella's a Lamia? Maybe. I don't know for sure. Alright, yeah, this feels like where we need to be going, I think. And no confrontation going on here. Okay, that's weird. Kind of would have figured that was kind of the go-to there. It's usually how a lot of RPGs start, like, oh man, I'm gonna go confront them, they're being weird, and they're like, oh man, I'm so weird, everybody died now. Okay, can we just walk out the front door? Is there a front door? I don't think there's a... The doors... There is a door there, okay. So apparently hidden doors are a thing to keep in mind. Alright. I wonder if maybe this is why I was told not to pick this guy. Because this, I have to say, this intro is weird. I'm guessing they didn't think anyone would want to play as the thief character. Though in my... Actually, wait a minute. They moved. Like, in my mind, generally speaking, the thief characters are going to be the most interesting because they've probably got the most backstory to them. Because they weren't just good guys. Okay, why'd you need to go to the other side? Wow, he looks sickly as crap. Where in the world is plot progression? Wow! You suck at being stealthy! This looks like a supposed to lose fight. Well, okay. No! He became 9-ball. Oh, okay. Hang on, can I block or something? What do I do exactly? I'll be honest, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. Huh? Okay, so yeah, I guess it's a can't lose fight. Weird, random combat tutorial, I gotta say. Okay, so the bar apparently charges up whatever's on what I currently have for circle, so B. Other than that, I kind of do my weird Egyptian dance with these knives. Or are you currently bleeding out on the floor? That's not how knives work. Okay. Alright, more importantly, how's this guy doing? Because, right, so now that I've proven I completely suck, Really? Really? Wow. Okay, so no one's even slightly paying attention to the fact that he's frickin' gray? Whatever. Okay. Well, that never works out, so I might as well tell everybody right away. Gee, I wonder if this wall's breakable. Let's see, do I have a kick button or something? Let's see, battle behavior setup. Wall? Yeah, not sure what that does. Okay, so can I get past the obviously breakable wall, or what? Oops. Apparently I've got a fast forward button. Okay, let's press the confirm button to begin. There's nothing to begin there. Alright, this is confusing, so I'm assuming I run back to the door and yell at it, and somebody tells me about the breakable wall or something? Dude, it's the obviously breakable wall, just break it. Or, you know, do that to the obviously breakable wall. Break it. Watch, it's gonna be like one of those times where you have to check it 20 times. Also, funnily enough, they never took his knife away. Okay, cool. Can we try that on the wall now? Take off necklace. Mention necklace. Take it off. Dude, she came right up, just friggin' jack the necklace and you're done. This was Yu-Gi-Oh! You could just play a card to break the wall? Apparently. Oh, there we go. What? Jeez. Okay, sweet. Gonna go fight a T-Rex now. I love how in all these RPGs absolutely no one ever listens to the protagonist. Like, oh man, there's totally no way that this guy that's one of our top guys could have ever done it. Let's immediately assume he did. Well, exactly! We got our cat friend, we got some knives, it's time to go fight a T-Rex, right? That's how that works. Yeah, Giant Fort of Thieves. Apparently there's only 2 characters that know how to thief. Or you could have just friggin' took it, you know? I mean, it's a tiny little chain, presumably. Yeah, okay. Not super on board with this plan, but whatever. It's an escape, they've escaped, and they just now noticed. Oh, that music, though. Okay, so... where's the actual exit to this place? Alright. Presumably there's guards there. I really would rather not fight them. I know there's probably no gameplay implication for that, but... I just would rather not. Because, I mean, we work with these people, so... you know, we're trying to be the good guy here. Just jump down? Let's push you out of the way. Always glad when pushing's a game mechanic. Is this gonna be that chest? Get you out of the way. Yeah, I'm really liking that. This is basically doing like Resident Evil strats over here. Round drop. What's that about? In-depth and highly nuanced combat? Well, I mean, maybe. I mean, supposedly it's really good. So what's this round drop do exactly? Is this just a healing item or something? I mean, it doesn't tell me. Apparently I put it into storage. How do I take it out of storage? Apparently none of these buttons tell me what it actually does. I'm gonna assume it's a healing item. Because it wasn't really super out of the way, they let you know that it's there, so... Do the Egyptian dance! Door's locked. So presumably the exit's here? Oh, now he cares. Turn wonder to avenge it. But for now, he's got to make sure his girlfriend knows. So that takes priority over just, you know, figuring out a way to assassinate the lady that did the whole thing. I mean, it just seems like he'd... Like, if it's a giant fort of really... You know, I mean, it's a fort of thieves and stuff. Presumably he'd have some friends and stuff that he'd be able to do stuff with. Whoa, what? Why'd we hang out with that Dodongo-looking thing and then hop over an egg and then go on a boat? There's one really fancy boat for just happening to run across it. Oh well. I mean, there we go. Credits already. That was a quick game. I love how it's not monster design, just the two people there are labeled as monster. Alright, hang on one quick sec, I'm gonna go check on something real quick while this is playing, so I'll be right back. Alright, and back. So, is this going to be like Live Alive, where you have to play as everyone? Or Live Alive, or whatever, however you actually pronounce that one? Okay, so from what I understand, you pick 3 of them, and then their stories combine and turn into the story that you get? I'm not actually sure if there's multiple endings or not. I assume there are. But apparently this one's real big on the replayability. Yeah, that guy looks like a werewolf or something. Oh. Well... Okay. That sucks. Well, presumably this place lets you heal and or save. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's, wake me up at night. I feel like we need to be sneaky. Being the stealth, stealth guy. And, okay. That... Mana Holy Day. Yes, I will save. Okay, I always like when you have to save in inns and stuff, you know? It's good. It's a really nice mechanic, because then it actually kind of fits in with the whole having to rest up naturally mechanic. No, I was trying to see if he would comment. Yeah, hang on. Well, we just saved. She said she's gonna keep an eye on him. Does that mean she's, like, gonna just insta-kill him if we try again? Or not? It's the same scene. Okay, it's just for jokes. I think that's a magician chick. Although I have to say, she's very clearly getting naked right here, and then just, like, instantly getting dressed. It's kind of hilarious. Anyway, I just wanted to see if they would comment on it, not so much trying to see. I guess he was trying to get all gropey or something. I mean, I don't know what's to be expected with this character, but whatever. Figured it was worth a check. Yeah, everybody's very dancey around here. They're just jamming out to the music. Oh, well, that's useful. And you are... you're supposed to be one of our partners. No, you're not. You're, we have Grappler Guy. So, okay, that's two of the characters already in this port town. So, presumably, if you had picked them, you would immediately pick them up or something? Because that looks like the fighter guy, I think. I mean, the weird helmet that probably wouldn't provide a whole lot of protection. A skull cap looking situation that doesn't protect the top. It's like a metal visor. By the way, that's him hinting at the fact that you're definitely going to interfere. Okay, so, item shop. Everybody's still jamming out. Ooh. Okay, so revive, heal status. Oh, round drop, there we go. Restores 100 health, and magic rope returns interest. Okay, definitely picking up at least one of these. Pick up a couple of these, and... given how bad I am at real-time RPGs, we'll just go ahead and do that. Like, it varies. These are always rough to start off. Okay. Wait a minute, is that the guy? It doesn't tell you his name. But he's got the weird hat, and... I mean, I don't see a hand coming out of the back of his head, but whatever. I think that might be the guy, because they're grapplers. So that might be our first character. The pube. Now, I'm assuming Spear Chick will pick up once we actually get there. See, they turn into beasts at night. Okay. Okay, good to know. I probably should be doing this at night. No, you're right here. Yeah, I totally saw the guy. Okay, well, she's nice. Nope. I mean, if you could describe him, that might help with that whole finding him thing. No? Okay. Well, never mind. I guess all the characters just meet up here, then. See, all your armor was confiscated. As I can see, they took everything. Well, I see a shield, an axe, and a sword right there. They didn't take your mirror back there. They didn't take your cuckoo clock, which actually should be pretty expensive at this time, day and time. And you got a sweet moose head, so I don't know. I think you're alright. You got some stuff, and you're still jamming out, so clearly stuff can't be all bad. Let's go run along some castle walls. Now I'm wondering if that means that we have to come back during the daytime in order to actually fight these guys or something. Alright, that is a very pointless wall running area, but okay. Guess we might as well go talk to the boat guy and find out what's going on there. Yeah, let's try waking up during the day. It's a cute touch. It's a cute touch that they actually get undressed for bed. Alright, didn't he just say that they transformed? Right, what about the other guy here, though? Then again, we just saved. You know what? Let's find out if we fight these guys. Okay, I wasn't expecting that one. That's pretty awesome. Just gets up and salutes. Man, that chick does not wake up. Sure, and let's wake up in the morning, because everything seems like a different situation in the morning. Salamando's Day! Okay, so now we have thoroughly proven ourselves to be the worst thief in history. Get immediately caught on a heist. Get, like, immediately to bail on a spying mission to go attack somebody. And, yeah, just the worst. You're younger? Okay, fair enough. Now there's people on the walls. Okay, we can go talk to them and stuff. Interestingly, you can't push these guys out of the way. No, 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 no. Whoops. It's funny that they make that the default option. They want to check if you're mashing dialogue. You know, they're weirdly merciful, considering the whole attempted murder thing. No, no, no. Oh, god dang it. Man. Alright. I'm making progress today. See, the problem is, you automatically initiate dialogue if you run into them. And getting around them's a little bit iffy. I'm sure he's not scared. I mean, look at this. Attempted to shank them multiple times and they just decided that, hey, it's a perfect time to be merciful. Alright, so I guess we sort of watch this guy's pattern? Or do they just charge at you? Yeah, I think they actually just kind of somewhat low-key charge at you. Let's see, planning to invade one of them next, so I have to send out a warning somehow. Okay, well at least we know what we're supposed to do then. So, either send out a warning, or presumably try to shank their leader, although that's not exactly gone super well, so... we'll assume that's not the case. Whatever you got to say. Get out of town, fine. Right, so presumably he's going to get left behind, and that's what's going to cause him to join us. Because I like to think they'll probably send out a warning, so they'll decide, okay, we have to go attack that place right now because we don't have time. And then he'll get left behind because he's chickened out or something. Also, I have to point out, yeah, they're seemingly the same during night and day, so I don't know what to tell you. I think I have. I mean, again, I'm still not sure. There's that one kid that was hanging out saying how not scared he was. Like this guy right here. So I guess he's not the guy. So we're just gonna go push this child. As you do. Alright, so that guy's just still talking a big game there. Right, so when are we getting the party together and doing this thing? Because, you know, kind of feels about that time. Although I do appear to have picked the two characters that don't actively want to participate. No, I'm trying to... Yes, I'm trying to figure out if you want to progress the plot at all. Fine. Go get some plot from somebody else. Friggin' getting bashed around all over the place. This guy's a friggin' punching bag. Oh, I can actually go to the port. I didn't realize that. Can I jump in the moat? I mean, that seems like a pretty thiefy thing to do. You knew. Yeah, I'm confused. Anybody know? So we've talked to that one, we've talked to the one on the left. I'm assuming there's a hidden door somewhere, maybe? Like, the only path that doesn't seem to have much going on is here. But I think that might just be for the sake of visuals. So, let's see, at the end there's just magician lady that slaps you, and the other lady just lets you rest. Weapon shop just has the one guy that's all pissed, and the, Are you a different old man or the same one? Okay, no. I guess they're just spawning all over the city. Then again, that might mean that there's a unique NPC somewhere that I'm missing. We've had Old Man, Bowl Cut Kid, and Mushroom Lady, so... I'm sure there's more somewhere. Let's talk to that one. They're just saying to send a signal out somehow. Right. Yeah, they're spawning as a group, so I'm guessing they're supposed to. I don't want to go away. Wonder if maybe we fight them enough times, maybe something happens? Because that's basically the only dialogue that's changing. Try and item again? Yeah, probably. Let's go ahead and friggin' punch warp our way back to the inn. Like, seriously, these guys really aren't so bad. They're like, hey, we just want everyone to take naps. It's like a nap purgatory, basically. It's okay. Apparently I've got a face that's made for taking punches. Salamando's Day. Sure, save it in case this is like time progression or something. I really hope it's not one of those things where it's like you gotta pretty much muck around for a few days. You don't have any seeds. Oh, do you plant seeds? Okay. I mean, was that intentionally a joke? I'm just saying. Planting seeds, they stick the one sleeping naked chick here, really? Anyway, probably reaching too far on the dirty side aside. Let's keep looking here. And why are we frozen? Okay, emulator appears to be being weird. Hang on. Yeah, for some reason the emulator's just frozen. That's fine. That's fine. Come on. There you go. Okay, so all the NPCs have gone to other places. Oh, I didn't look up here. Yeah, I did. It's just her up here. Whoops. Alright, you got anything different saying? No. And I feel like if we want to send a signal of some description, we just knock over one of those torches anywhere. I'm kind of wondering where exactly everybody's going during the night here, because there's a grand total of like 3 buildings in this town, and they're not in any of them. I mean, I guess they're maybe on those second floors that we don't get to see. Behind those stairs that don't exist. Maybe these have side entrances or something? And there's something jutting out here. Presumably just a barrel or random texture or something. Alright, can we just knock this candle over? Maybe just set a table on fire? Yes, yes, yes. Control the city, but you're not doing very much with it. There's not really much to do here. And nothing up on the walls. Let's go check the dock during the nighttime. Oh, okay. That's what it was. So, it's okay. They actually did give a hint for this. I was just being an idiot. Whoa! Holy crap! Those poor dogs. Jeez, that's brutal. So they did, yeah, they did give a hint about this. They basically said it's your time to escape, but I thought the escape route was through the boat at that point. Alright, this looks like a beach that somebody's gonna have to wash up on at some point. Rabbite forest. Those Jewish rabbits. Jewish rabbits, though. Okay. Shanking some wildlife, doing our Egyptian dance. What is that sound? Okay. So it seems like one attack charges the bar. Victory! Make up for all that experience I didn't get earlier for not shanking my own people. Because it's an, you know, it's an RPG, you're supposed to roleplay. Soundtrack, though. Soundtrack's awesome. Are you a path? I don't think you're a path. That looks like a path, though. Alright, what do we got here? Astoria? Fair enough, we can go find some Dark Souls over there. Wait, what? What? Okay. So that happened. Whatever that was exactly. Are you a save point by chance? Sure are. Alright, so we're getting all the different kinds of save points. All we need is some weird glyphs on walls and we're basically covered. What are you? What? I mean, if you say so. So I guess that just gives you an idea of where you're supposed to go. At the cost of severe spinal injury and a lack of legs, but I guess whatever you need to trade for information. Is that one of them statues that's apparently supposed to be real bad? Strange light coming from above the lake. That sounds like a boss. Also, wait a minute. Why was this guy able to go out and just hang out here at night? Also, actually, one more thing. They said that those guys turn into monsters and stuff at night, right? So, if that's supposed to be their scarier version, and those two just basically turned into those two attack dogs that died in, like, 2 hits, why are they scary again? Seems like we should have no problem taking them all on, if that's how that goes. Like, maybe they just put some 2 rando dogs there, but... you know. Just saying. Okay, another one of those chests. Poo-poo grass. Not sure I want to eat some of that poo-poo grass. Sounds grody. Cave of Waterfalls, Holy City. Okay, basically what you're saying is go here. Although I'm assuming it's going to probably be blocked off. Yeah. Okay. That's the plot doesn't require you to go there yet if I've ever seen one. The invisible magic barrier said no. No kidding. What to come here? Well, you apparently just wait for night and then they become harmless. Or, wait a minute, did I just pay for it and leave and now I don't get a bed? This guy looks like more of a chick than the chick from before. However that works. Sweet. So we got a sweet flare looking thing. I wonder if we're gonna have to go use that on the other city. Who put the neon lights outside? Sweet, so let's just put that thing in a box, go bring it over to the other town. Seems like a good idea. Come back here, Lightbulb. I need you for plot. Although I'm pretty sure it's not going to matter if we chase after you now, so let's go look around a bit. One day a light would appear and we would all be destroyed. Well, you should be a little bit more concerned, because there's definitely a light there. There's a little fairy. Well, Steve is the master of those, so we should have no problem. This looks like a... This looks just like the revival shrines in Golden Sun. Alright, so we've got an item shop, and presumably there's a weapon shop too. Okay. All the same stuff as the other place, no problem. I suppose y'all have a blacksmith of some description? Lots of nasty rumors. Well, I mean, they're becoming a raider state. Those were sometimes successful. Progress, gold one's also Helia, okay. So you do have 3 different kinds of save points so far. Wonder if we can get even more different kinds of save points. Maybe get some that are orbs, maybe get some that are just like people, I don't know. Maybe even get a book in there. Definitely need those glyphs on the wall though. Another bowl cut child. Let's see, Ponto's in his crop potatoes, he's been growling, wonder what's wrong. They got an actual doggo sound in there. Okay. So this guy's like the crazy survivalist on the edge of town or something with his weapon shop. Told you there was light? Yeah, I thought you were from the other town, but apparently you're from here. Get some better for me. That'd be an upgrade. Now, presumably, I can just go ahead and sell his current one. If I can figure out how to make any of these menus work. Alright. So apparently I can't take the knife off. Fair enough. Presumably that's just a sprite change they didn't want to do. So I'll just go sell some of the other stuff. Okay, can sell some of this poo-poo grass. Yeah, we got a knife. Sure would have been nice to be able to, you know, use that. No! No. Stop with these menus. Okay. Feels like a few too many menus, but whatever. And I guess he can use a shield. He just automatically gets double daggers. Yeah, the annoying part, that thing would have been just enough to be able to avoid selling an item earlier. But no, he can't part with it early. Now, that being said, if you have a choice between, like, flint and basic iron or whatever, I would figure the flint one would cut better. Menu simulator? Yeah, seems that way so far. Okay, that is a very minor but decent upgrade. Explobite. Kinda looks like it says Explobite. There we go, there's that light. Just figured it was going back to where the guy said it was before. Ooh. Ooh. Right, he feels like a Dex build if I've ever seen one. That didn't seem to up... Maybe he can attack faster? Don't suppose anybody knows off the top of their head what exactly all the stats do. Never played this? Yeah. Figured I'd ask. It's a fair we can get our health back. What, is she a drunk fairy? Sweet, so we just got a Navi, basically? Well, crap, ain't that convenient. What? Okay. So we got a fairy inside our head now. Beautiful. So they're, I mean, they're basically like the codec with wings, I guess. Fair enough. We'll just go, like, they didn't get a name yet, so we'll just go ahead and call the fairy Colonel, I think. Sounds about right. Just Samba over to this other little mushroom guy. Alright, I'm gonna have to take a quick break to get the kiddos the second part of their breakfast after this, by the way. So we'll just go to the next little bit here. Thought the ferry would be Vale. Yeah, I mean, true. True. But at the same time, they're like stuck in our head here, so... Okay, we'll go with Vale then. Yeah, round drop. So, I don't know why it was just that first one that had that weird roulette-looking situation. Yeah, we'll go with Vale then. I was just thinking Colonel because they're in our head and they're going to be talking and giving orders, presumably. But then again, I guess there hasn't been a whole lot of Metal Gear on this channel, so there's that too. Alright, so yeah, right before we go into town, I'm just going to go ahead and pause it real quick. And yeah, we'll be right back. So just a moment. Alrighty, let's go ahead and continue on here. So, let's go figure out how burned down this town is. I mean, we left Trogdor and the town up north, so presumably you just came— oh wow, they're dead. Sure glad I picked up that knife. Oh, wow. So, here's the thing. Why is it that the other place is just fine, and then this place they just pretty much went and turned into Detroit in like 5 minutes? By the way, you may think I'm exaggerating. No, you literally see houses just like this all over the dang place there. I mean, it's gotten better in recent years. It's just, yeah. Okay, so we can't even go inside. Yeah, what do they have against this town? I mean, maybe they needed to use the ports at the other place, so they needed to keep it looking nice. This place doesn't really matter to them. They just kind of sacked it. I mean, this poor place never even got anyone inside it. That's what House said? I don't know. Anywho, moving on. So, let's go check out that other place. This is their character establishing moment to let you know that, hey, those guys that take over cities also do bad stuff, too. Oh, second character. Okay, well, convenient. Now that we've got a plot contrivance for you to join us. Hell yeah, you can! Just don't get yourself eaten by a dragon. Leader of the Amazon army, nice. So are you here to deliver some books, or... Alright. So we probably shouldn't tell you who we are. Yeah, we're totally not related to those guys. Yup, not related to them at all. Although not before having a bit of a hair moment. Alright. Had no choice but to run away. Cool. So, thank you for the backstory dump, because we didn't play your story. Apparently boarded the same fancy ship. Right, so this light priest guy is apparently everyone's favorite dude. Okay, Sustainer. Sweet, so we get actual damage now, and they are twice our level. Good to know. Path, please. Yay! Some plot happened. So now that the thing's all fully lasered away, what the hell are you doing? Alright. Bat him. Ooh, she does a good bit of damage too. Little baby man says hi, by the way. Gigantic smiles over here. It's saving wrong because I'm all distracted. It's like, yeah, I figured out where to smile. Alright. Moving on. Just let her deal with this. Mostly because I just want to see, oh wow. Your AI is terrible. Actually, you know what? Come to think of it, I don't think this guy is built on crits. I think he's just a DPS character. She's doing 20, he's doing 13, but can do... Like, he can potentially do more damage. Like, right now he's doing 30% more damage than she is, at half the level. Just it's a lower single hit damage. Oh, trapped! Well, rip run then. An exit opened up. Conveniently, that exit was just locked to the life of these bats. Who knew? But now that I think about it, there have not been any obligatory kills up to this point. Alright, I'm just gonna see if that raises his damage. Yeah, it did. Okay, so strength is just raw damage then. But yeah, so far the only obligatory fights have actually... have only been after Cecina got here, so technically, like, a pacifist run may be possible. Yes, I'm actually considering a friggin' pacifist run of this. I'm gonna be slowly routing that out to see if it's viable. It's kind of in the back of my head here. Hi, cleric chick. Goodbye. This is no place for a little girl in a monster cave. Oh no, you're gonna give us a plot dump too. Yeah, I'm really glad I didn't pick her. It's like, yeah, I don't want to hear you talk. Just go hop on this friggin' Sonic Spring over here. Whoa. Okay. Although, how exactly did she get ahead of us then? I mean, I guess we did get trapped in a cave at some point. That's why those trap caves are there! They explain it! Nice. Yeah, you think? Genius. Absolute genius. Well, there's a cliff, let me just walk right off it. Yeah, I'm very glad I didn't pick her for the team. Right, so... Yep, bye. Of course, that's when somebody puts in a comment on the video later, like, oh yeah, no, that was the best character in the game. Although in these old games, typically the cleric was the best character. Like, eventually, anyway. It's like, usually they were pretty balanced overall in the early game, and then they're like, yeah, no, they need to shoot space lasers and stuff. On the same level as this mushroom. Can't help but notice that their sleep ability has never once actually hit yet. Poo-poo grass! Maybe it's wheatgrass. Oh, yeah, that's the best character in the game. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and gladly run hard mode to avoid them. They seemed really obnoxious. Just off that very brief interaction. Ooh, armor. Okay. And here everyone's jigging out too. Alright, black fatigues. Kubori, I guess, is that? Alright, how do I switch between characters? Yeah, this absolute nonsense of menus is something else. Anywho. Right, how do I change characters, though? dun. Yeah, I'm not even sure I can actually equip her stuff. Yeah, get rid of that kilt that's obviously a vest. Sure. Alright, so selecting on that menu doesn't really tell me very much. Yeah, the weird part is, like, it feels like they're there as extras, but I'm not sure I can actually equip their stuff. Because I can equip him. Alright, well, we'll get back to that later, I suppose. I feel like she should be able to equip armor. Have no allies or enemies? Yeah, that definitely keeps you safe during wars. Okay, come back again tonight. That's telling me this place is probably going to be trashed before the evening. We're in the end of the city. Neato. We're going to get there, and then this entire place is going to be completely screwed, huh? Oh, good! Okay, Earth Sunder, good, finally. We have somebody that's actually played this before. Quick question, can you actually equip your backup characters? Because I wasn't entirely sure how to switch menus on that. Also, yeah, this game seems pretty awesome so far. I just have zero idea of what I'm doing. So, yeah. Was very highly recommended, this thing. Oh, you can? Okay, so let's go back and buy that armor for her then and figure it out. Also, yeah, kind of looks like they're holding hands. We're kind of getting into weird territory right away, I see. I wonder if that's meant to be there for shipping potential or not. Who knows? But, let's get into armor here. I just love how all the merchants are just jigging out. It's amazing. Right, so can you switch... Yeah, the menus are kind of weird to use. Yeah, I've seen that already. It's a dang maze to figure it all out. So, how does this work exactly? Like, I'm assuming I have to buy the thing and then transfer it to her and then equip it there? Oh, you can switch characters? Okay. See, I thought that might have been the thing here, but then if I select it on this one, then it just goes down to stats. If I try to select on this one, it doesn't do anything. If I try to use the triggers at any point... Oh, do I... I think I see it. Hang on. Yeah, they went back and forth. I'm holding one of the triggers now. Does that mean... Okay, she's already wearing it. I think I switched to her somehow. Yeah, I did switch to her. Okay, yeah, okay, I got it now. It's the triggers. It's just it's on the overworld menu instead of the character screen like I thought it was. Whoa, you need some help there, Sistina. That pathfinding is amazing, though. Ah, you have to hold it down for you to be that character. Gotcha. Man, that is a weird way of doing it, but okay. Yeah, I was figuring it was going to be like Golden Sun or something, where you can just rearrange your characters and swap all their inventories all the time. Like, in many ways, a lot of the stuff in this, aside from the type of battle system, seems to be very, very similar to Golden Sun. You know, come to think of it, the FFTA Paladins, I wonder if by any chance they had anything to do with the outfits on these guys. Because, you know, Light Guardian kind of guys. Over here, guarding a temple kind of thing. Yeah, Golden Sun's pretty awesome. Like, I want to do the star mods at some point for that. At some point. That's going to be a hell of a long project, though. Like, hey, so we need you to fix a ton of plot here. So you had a cursed necklace. Yeah. Again, just take it off her then. What sucks is that they weren't getting around to Line Dark Sanju, which would have been cool. I don't know, I kind of like the neutral aspect of it. Like, that there wasn't necessarily a good or bad thing, it was just whoever was using it. Okay, well, Steve, sounds like you need a new girlfriend then. And you know what? It seems like Steve's whole purpose here is just to be a punching bag. Okay, there's Veil the Fairy. Yeah, so... The fairy burrowed itself in your brain. That means you gotta go do your destiny crap now. Also, Steve has every right to be confused about this, because he can't use swords, I'm pretty sure. Have to be inside someone in order to survive over this. That's what he said! Let's see. You live inside the priest now? So yeah, you got permanent brain fairy now. See, I love that this happened, because I didn't know this was coming. And it's Steve who has a permanent brain fairy. Beautiful. I wonder if this is why Vale specifically said not to use this character, because he knew I would. Let's see, how do you know about Eagle? Yeah, she knows all the dirty crap you did. Including that whole gropey thing on accidents earlier, but we're not going to go into that. Is at the center of power followed mana spirits. Okay. Time to get some plot dump. To implement use the gadgets you can use to create the world or whatever. Neato! Holds the power to reshape the world, create and destroy life. Yeah, this is, you know what? It's basically just like a weaponized version of the whole Moana story here. So what we need is we need to get the Rock in here. Oh man, I should name the grappler the Rock. That would have been great. Sleeps at the base of the tree under constant guard by the fairy. Well, they're not doing a real good job now, are they? Sounds like we gotta go get the friggin' Master Sword over there. Oh man, I love that. Like, that theme, I know. I've never personally played that game, but I know that theme because I've heard it a million times and I love it. And I love how they have that little piano tune just going quietly in the background. It's awesome, man! See, before the tree dies, maybe hope that'll awaken, save the world, and make you granted as well. It's a sword made by Tesla, it needs to recharge. Okay, cool. So we get sweet sword powers. Then again, if he gets a sword, he's got his headband, he's got his everything here. If you squint, he kind of looks like Dart from Legend of Dragoon, so close enough. Just a bit more gropey. How do we get there? Yeah, I mean, you kind of need the entire weight of the church behind you to get into there. Anyway. So you had to pop in and say hi on another channel? Fair enough, fair enough. Well, you missed all the plot ever. God, it's broken now. But yeah. Just lots of plot going on, mostly. And, yeah. See, let's send you outside the stones. How do we release it? With stuff. Oh, the world got torn apart. That's always fun. Then take the caster's life. Okay. Soon after that, nobody knows it anymore. Handy. So what he's saying is go do the video games. Yep, that sounds like a lot of video games. Okay. Sweet, so now we go back and get Trogdor? Which, by the way, Earthsunder, in case you're wondering, the whole reason I had to get Trogdor is because his sprite, or his character art looks like he's got an arm coming out of the back of his head. So I had to go with Trogdor. But he's the third character of the team. Alright, anything to loot around here? Because there hasn't really been a whole lot of looting, can't help but notice. Which is good. It's actually probably a good thing. Although it doesn't really let anybody roleplay this thief character. Plop, 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 plop. See? She's alright. This is a good follower NPC. She's over there pushing people out of the way. Which one are you getting third? The grappler guy. The chickeny beast guy that was hanging out in a tavern earlier. Like, my bet is that he probably got left behind or something. Anywho. I wasn't really paying too much attention to what they were saying there, so what I'm assuming is that we have to go do some plot somewhere. Which probably means going back to that town, because I'm pretty sure we need to go get our third character. Yeah, the werewolf guy, exactly. Apparently. The Weredoge! Yeah, I was originally gonna go with, like, the fighter character, or, you know, well, basically anyone except for the little child character, because, man, they looked obnoxious, and then as soon as they showed up in the plot, I was really glad I didn't go with them, because the cleric seemed really annoying. Meow. Meow, you say? Meow. The price is 24 luck. Well, apparently his luck stat is pretty good, so... Get to stay for free with enough luck. Dryad's Day. Save game? Sure. Alright, hang on. Stepping away for 2 seconds here. Right back. And I'm back. Alright, so GW's been making some great strides on the mod. I haven't seen that, there's been a lot of updates lately. I want to take another peek at that pretty soon. Yeah, I got excited recently in terms of being able to test more of the mod. Like, pretty much aside from streaming time, the only time that I actually, get any time to go through and, test out games casually and all that is just basically before going to sleep. So usually that means anything that that I can test on the Vita. And yeah, it's interesting. There's actually a few little things I've been noticing recently on some of the nightly updates for RetroArch in particular that have been looking really positive. So there's possibly it may be time to what am I saying? It's very possible that RetroArch is going to have N64 stuff going soonish. I hope. No. Can I just ignore you? Thank you. Thank you. Dude, don't care. Don't care. Go have your own story. No. No. It's a weird, cutesy Smeagol. I don't like it. Talking in the third person. Guarantee you that's going to be somebody's favorite character and they're going to get all pissed. But still. She looks really obnoxious. So you want to play Tactics Ogre so bad? Did you ever, which one are you looking at specifically, by the way? Because there's technically kind of sort of 4 now. Ooh, get more stats. Seems like stacking strength on her is probably a good thing. In fact, strength in general just kind of seems to be the stat to go for so far. You actually like Carly? Oh, my bad. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. That whole talking in third person thing. Oh, what's up, kiddo? Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? We need to go get... Okay, hang on one sec. Alright, there we go. Yeah, kiddo was snacking on an Oreo, runs up, my hands! She's got like a couple crumbs on there. We're going through a prissy stage lately. Hi! Sweet slipper you got there. Let's see, Tactics Ogre for SNES and PSP, and Tactics Ogre and Lotus and Side Story. Yep. I'm very familiar. But yeah, I friggin' love Night of Lotus. What am I doing here? I'm sitting here. That's what I do. What are you doing here? You playing? As a checking out that place. Stranger, you come from the waterfall. Maybe it's Wisp. Okay. Don't know what that means, but I think we're going on a waterfall. But yeah, Night of Lotus, I would say mechanically, like, from the vanilla games, I'm going to go Vitality, actually, on him. I think that's health. Just feels like he's kind of lacking in the health department. But yeah, so Night of Lotus, I'd say mechanically is probably the most interesting of the base game versions. Like, overall, the best Tactics Ogre right now, I would say is One Vision. Like, that mod is not even a mod anymore. It's like, it's literally becoming its own, like, its own version at this point. Like, the Tactics Ogre on the PSP, it's one of those rare games where the first time through... Okay, let's compare it to OB64 for a second. Like, You know how first time through you run into paladins, it's like, yeah, you know, these are clearly stronger than everything else. But yeah, the thing is, you get them pretty late game. It's actually a challenge to get them, and if, you know, there's a chance that they may die if you're going and playing an Iron Man run or whatever else. But here's the thing. What will you do? Rope, I think. Wait, how are we going to get? Okay, I'm guessing I'm missing a plot item or something. Oh, I can use her. Weird. Let's see, I was watching a KOL speedrun by Jorf. Did not seem to optimize. Maybe you can do better. You know what? Actually, I might do that. Because I actually had a couple optimizations that I wanted to get out there for the PSP version also. But yeah, so like for the PSP version, it kind of surprises me that they never go with the Japanese version. Because technically for that one, all they need is archers and casters, and the thing is, in the Japanese version, because the base stats go up 10 times faster, and they get bonus stats on top of everything else, you basically don't need the casters as far as stats go to get the damage that you need by the end of the game. So you can essentially just have archers using scrolls, which saves you some time. I'm assuming they maybe didn't know that, because hell, I've been like covering the series and loving the series since I was a little kid, and honestly, I had no friggin' idea. So, like, up until a few months ago, I had zero idea that that was even a thing. Either way, so I was gonna put out a proof concept thing about that, but yeah, for Knight of Lotus, I think I probably know it well enough to give that a shot. So we can try... what kind of time did he get? Do you remember? Oh, and actually, to go back on the previous thing, so as far as Tactics over PSP... Wait, how'd they have to that happen 10 times stack growth in Japanese? The thing is, the Japanese version was... it was made without the DLC sections in mind. So, for example, there's a bunch of sections, specifically Palace of the Dead, the Pirate's Graveyard, the Post Palace of the Dead, which normally it has 100 floors. That one has 15 extra floors, plus I think San Bronzo was new. So you had several different side areas, several different classes that were added. Let's go Dex, sure. Anywho, so just in general, it was this interesting situation where they expected you to only use a few classes. So, okay, hang on. Oh, and hello there, Mr. Doomtrack. I should probably mention first of all that whenever you level up your class, not your character. So basically, you were permanently like locked in for those stats. So anybody that was that class, when the class leveled up, automatically gets those base stats added. All the way up to 100. They typically start out at about 40 to 50, depending on your character. How do I just use one of these? Sorry, I'm still trying to figure out... No! Give it back. Give it back. There we go. There's a little bit of an input delay. So, anywho. So basically, they expected that, you know, you would need a little bit of leeway, and that's exactly what they gave you. So you had pretty dang forgiving stat growth going on. I have no idea how to use those items. Like, I thought I'd just be able to use them, but apparently I'm missing something here. Okay, go to items. Like, why can't I just use it? Anybody know why I can't just use it? Whatever. Anyway, moving on then. So yeah, what you wound up was with a situation where they had balanced it for once you get through the story once, you should be able to have maxed out stats. What they added in the US version was the fact that you could go back in time, you could go back through alternate routes, you could go back to all kinds of different side areas. So they lowered a lot of your growths pretty extremely. The weird part is a lot of this stuff didn't make sense in the first place. Like, for example, you have one of your characters who can't actually use her her signature class unless you go and you grind out 30 of a very rare item from some very... Whoa, hello! You're different. Right. Give me items. Give me items. How do I items? Where are my items? What the hell is going on here? Oh, I guess he just automatically used them? Or no, I'm playing as her now. Yeah, it would really help if I knew how to use items. Dead? Right, how do I use items? Alright, well that's the first game over then. But anyway. So point being, was annihilated, yeah, that's the circle menu. I was hitting the circle menu. It wasn't doing anything. Or rather, I was hitting B. I assume that's what you mean by the circle menu. Alright, let's try that again. Anyway, so the main point I was trying to get across there is, yeah, Japanese version of the PSP version of Tactics Ogre gets weird stack growths based off the fact that they balanced it or maxing out your stuff. Hang on, oh, Iron Man Run was already over. Okay. Because there's that forced death in the intro, basically. Gotta circle, gotta hit L or R to get the right one. Okay, hang on, I'm trying to hit my buttons here. Okay, there we go. It's square. I don't know why I wasn't doing anything earlier, though. Let's go Vitality. I want to make him bizarrely beefy for a thief. Except I'm accidentally playing as a different character now. Alright. Actually, I'm gonna go back and save that level up. Okie dokie. Wait, how do I... Sorry, I'm trying to figure out... Let's see here. If I hold down the button, that lets me temporarily switch over to him. But then it goes back to her, so how do I lock in that switch? Am I just permanently holding out R for the rest of the run? And double tap. Yeah, holding down L doesn't do it either. Alright, well, let's heal up. There's a way to switch. I know that. I accidentally perma-switched. Is it select? Yeah, it's select to switch. Okay, gotcha. Alright, anyway. So, back on track with the descriptions here. So, yeah, the problem that I was trying to say with Tactics Ogre PSP there, its balance just doesn't really hold up specifically well in the US version. It holds up a little bit better in the Japanese version, which, yeah, 10 times higher stat growth seems insane, but it basically just created a situation where they could be pretty kind of willy-nilly with the balance. So okay, so I guess we can only have 9 of any item at any given time. But yeah, it let them be pretty willy-nilly about the balance because basically anything could potentially do damage. So what resulted was, for example, in the Japanese version, you'd have somebody with a cudgel, and they would do sucky damage, but they still did damage. Meanwhile, in the US version, they always did 1. There was like maybe 1 battle where they did 4, but that was like other than weirdly specific circumstances, they were pretty much never doing damage. Same thing with casters using daggers. There was almost never a point. Like, you could do it, you just wouldn't get much out of it. Wait, did these guys level up or something? Also, my character's really slow all of a sudden. Alright, we'll just go back and heal again. I'm not trying to grind here, I just don't want to take much health loss here. But yeah. So, point being, though, when they had the US version, there was one class in particular that, well, 2 classes in particular that drastically stuck out. And those were the Archer and the Ninja, because the Ninja was essentially given an ability that let them, well, it basically let them raise their defense by half, and this functionally rendered them invincible to aggro. Not to mention, if anything did hit them, it almost did no damage. So, wait, why can't I? Oh. Wait, what? What the hell's going on? Why is he not attacking? Is that it? Is he going to sleep? Is that what that's saying? I don't know. Alright, yeah, let's go Vitality again. He's one very vital dude. Actually, no, those were her stats, wasn't there? Oh well, oh well. Anywho, back on track. Yet again. I swear I will eventually go fight this boss. I'm not actually trying to grind. I just want to get through that one fight without, you know, repeatedly getting stun locked. But yeah, so on top of that, archers ran into a bizarre situation where they basically killed everything. Like, comical amounts of everything. That's actually why the speedrun utilizes them, because their damage is unreasonably high compared to everybody else. There were several weapons that I guess they had figured would wind up a bit under the curve or something, specifically most of the dex weapons. So for example, specifically two-handed bows, one-handed katanas, and daggers got like 20% damage bonus that's just never mentioned in the game. So just pretty much any character using those will automatically be overpowered, which is, again, especially noticeable in the US version, because a lot of them had been balanced toward using what's called bonus damage. So you have a bunch of different scores. Like, you have your bonus damage that is a percentage that is applied to the amount of damage that gets past damage threshold. Yes, it is a ridiculous system that they used. Functionally speaking, it's supposed to be like the amount of damage that's applied as a bonus once you get past armor. This was supposed to make certain classes tanky, supposed to make certain classes, you know, not garbage, essentially. Right, so that's the wrong direction. Good to know I've been going the wrong direction here. But point being, it's a system that's less than ideal. Like, they try to get a little too complicated with it. They had no idea how to balance it. And it becomes really, really obvious once you see some of the speedruns, because you literally are just running archers that are just overpowering everything with no problem whatsoever. And normally on your first playthrough you wouldn't notice that, you wouldn't really know how to optimize a lot of this stuff. But it's just once you get into crafting items, once you get into, like, min-maxing stats and everything, like, it becomes more imbalanced than a friggin' Pokemon game. It's just ridiculous at that point. And the only reason that there's actually casters used in the speedrun are 2 specific enemies that are slightly faster to deal with using casters. So yeah, it's a weird situation there. That's why I say the PSP version, like, playing the One Vision mod is just the better way to go for that one. What am I missing here? Like, this just seems like an offshoot path here. Apparently I can't remember how to get back to the boss. Right. Why can't I mash? Where did my mashing ability go? Is that what poison does? It just makes you way slower? Started liking archers more in 64 in my recent playthroughs. Yeah, like, especially once you get up to Diana's, they're way better, obviously. Like, archers themselves are okay, but I mean, we're talking about, like, in TOPSP, actually in the SNES version, too. It's just in the SNES version with permadeath, you didn't notice it as much. But, actually, no, arguably they were even more overpowered in that one, now that I think about it. Because you know what they had going for them? Essentially, every other character would get counterattacked if they went and they attacked somebody at point-blank range. They could run up and pop somebody in the face, and they would never get a counterattack. So yeah. On top of that, they had inexplicably high resistance, considering their main weakness is supposed to be casters. At least, presumably. But yeah, they dominate most of the game. Like, my first time playing through, it became really, really obvious how good they were. To the point that I was just going and, like, trying to recruit a bunch of them from random battles. But yeah, in the SNES version, you just and in Knight of Lotus, you have actual just, like, permadeath as soon as somebody hits 0 health. Okay, we're actually accomplishing stuff this time. Dang it. Where's my menu? Thank you. Let's see, there's no speedruns on SNES TO, hint hint. Yeah. Suppose so. I do know a guy that was actually planning to run them, though. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm hitting the wrong button. Survive it. But yeah, if you've seen Wigraf Bulls, he's the guy that did the 100% run of TOPSP. He was actually going to do TO SNES pretty soon here. So I'll try to. How about this? I'll try to beat his record once he does it, because I know he's been routing that for months. So I don't exactly want to steal his thunder, so to speak. Crab battle, exactly. Oh crap. She just got stepped on. Attack is weak point for massive damage. Well, it's clearly his eyeballs. At least I assume it is, because we can't really get around him. Yeah, they're really taking these hits like champs, I guess, I gotta say. Ooh! We just carved out his eyeball. It's pretty metal right there. Oh, wait a second, is she actually using a healing ability? I thought that was him. Oh, I should also probably mention, like, for TOPSP there, speaking of all that stuff, a lot of the just abilities and stuff were bizarrely balanced. Like, for example, healing in particular, it never scaled. Like, you could only minorly scale it, and there was one class that could use it with double effectiveness, but even then they were rare. Like, it was rare that they would have the ability to do so. See, giant crab as eye lasers, my dream come true. Oh, dude, there's Dr. Evil there. Oh, that was pretty awesome. Yeah! Mid-air butt punching is apparently how we celebrate. Where'd you get the Dr. Evil? That's hilarious. Wisp, it's me. I'm it. I'm the one you're looking for. I was trapped inside that thing's body. Well, that's convenient. It's right above us. We can't get to it from here. Oh, hang on. One sec. Alright, I'm back. Let's see, Parasite Eve had a giant laser crab battle too. It also had a skeleton Rex. Spam buddies, head over the Holy Land. Okay. Turn the power of Wisp. Sweet. Do we get to, like, burn stuff with 100% accuracy now? Looks like that. Wow. Yeah, Earth Thunder, those have been there for a minute now. I was told to get emotes going for a while. Finally, remembered to do so a little while ago. I forget what Wisp actually lets us do. Oh crap, got punched off a thing. Also, how exactly did we get a fairy punched out of the brain? Well, what should I do? They're crumpled in a dead heap down here. There's no way they survived that. Yeah, I would, I have a bunch of other stuff lined up, by the way, as far as different emotes that I wanted to add in. But apparently you can only add one new one for every 15 subscribers, of which there have been one. So... so that'll be a minute to get to that many. Yeah, GG, exactly. Please tell me that's actually a bad ending. That'd be hilarious. Like, well, you went that way and everybody died. Ooh, they got a sweet, weird purple Aurora Borealis. And, you know, the bad guys are doing the bad guy thing because bad guy reasons. Look at them being all useless. Rocks fall, everyone dies? Yep. We should tell the priests. Yeah, they're useful. His entire contribution was like, well, I can't help any of you. Why don't you go ahead and help yourselves? How does that sound? Well, you'd have an easier time going on if you weren't flying sideways. They'll give them their strength, they say, leaving it all behind and falling off the earth. Earth was sundered. Well, this worked out great. And because it's an RPG, no one's weapons were confiscated. Because that would require doing different stuff. Yep. They're all still armed and stuff. Man, we sure spent a lot of this run in jail cells. Oh, convenient. Hi, third-party member. Me Trogdor. I love how they're like, oh man, we gotta friggin' burninate this town over here, but no. You know, these guys get captured repeatedly. They've got plot armor. Alright, this guy's alright. Thanks, third-party member, you're alright. Baller! Now we heal up at the statue. Man, it's amazing how all the jails in this place apparently have the friggin' longevity of a paper bag. It's great. Bound wolf? There's a friggin' Skyrim over here? Packing chocolate? Well, apparently we're packing chocolate now. Sure. And yeah, this pretty much confirms the thing from earlier that they just turn into these dogs. Alright, so, guy says to save him. I'm assuming we're going to completely not do that. But yeah, really though, I don't understand what the point is of these guys transforming if they just suck at night. Like, it's cool that our guy turns into a doggo. I mean, that's pretty sweet right there, but in all reality, that's just weird, man. These wolves, they're just trash. We can carve straight through these guys, but we can't fight their bigger versions. And we're not even allowed to. The plot says no. Yeah, with this transformation, he's kind of making me think of Gorus from Fallout 2. The needing to do a animation before every single fight, which hopefully doesn't render him useless. Because it would suck to lose initiative on a bunch of fights because he needs to transform all the time. Now, why exactly can't we save this town again? Like, why are we running? Because honestly, these guys don't seem that challenging. Yeah, there we go. Just announce that we're leaving. So who's the best video game villain? Why is it Luca Blight? Because it is. That's why. That dude is the best, seriously. Also, I'm loving the double overworld maps. That's the way it's done. Like, here you are in the grand picture, here you are in the small picture. And here you are in the even smaller picture. But see, that guy's the best, though. Everyone's got all these friggin' superpowers. And he's just there, he's just a strong dude. He's just crazy enough to make it all work. What? Precious Carl? What? Did we get the gay werewolf? I mean, I'm not judging, I'm just saying... Like, I had enough of the, Oh, no, his friend's a doggo. It's his doggo! One day Carl attacked me, no! Oh, no! So what he's saying is, you know, Carl went inside him and it changed him. Anyway, moving on. He got bit, he became a werewolf. He didn't want to be a werewolf. Hang on, wait, so... Wow. So he just basically gets sky punched out of the castle. Cool. Alright, and I'm back. Sorry for the random awkward pause, there's just a video I had to go get real quick. As I turn around, and my daughter has unloaded the entire dog's toy bin. Like, we have this thing that's basically like one of those airport luggage crate things. It's like filled with dog toys, and she took the entire thing and piece by piece barricaded him in his cage. It's like, you look bored, have like 80 toys. Quote, don't tell me it's gay werewolves. Well, I mean, you never know. But no, I was only saying that because recently, so my wife and I were watching Grey's Anatomy, which, that show's up and down, it's like the epitome of drama shows, whatever. But they've had a really obvious, pretty much meme from the start of the show that Free City, I read that as Free City Mafia in the first place. Oh, hang on one sec. But yeah, so they had a pretty regular thing from the very start of the show, where they always needed to have a gay couple in, like, the center of the show. Now, normally what they did was they figured out in a few seasons in, like, hey, we have this one lesbian character over here, we just need to make her get around all the time. So they just basically, every new season, like, oh, new girlfriend here, new girlfriend here, new girlfriend here, and, like, everyone's just completely okay with this. Like, they're just coming in with a new super serious relationship all the time. And then finally, I guess people got tired of them or something. So in the very last one that we were watching, they're like, no, I guess we need to replace them with these other characters. And so they have these two characters that literally just show up every couple scenes to be praised for being gay. Like, I kid you not, it's the most obnoxious thing. Because they regularly put people in danger and everything else. Like, at one point, they just straight up bail on their jobs and then let a few people almost die. They're like, oh man, they're so brave though. Like, dude, you would have fired anybody in any previous time for this. Like, this is ridiculous. And like, I kept asking my wife, like, you know, the show wanted to let you know, like, hey, did you know they're gay enough? Because, they're gay, So she keeps, getting annoyed at first, then as time went on, she's like, yeah, wow, they're actually getting really off track with these two. Like, this is getting ridiculous. Ooh, sweet, they got a cannon, so this place is well defended. In exactly one direction, that's good to know. That's fun. You don't need friggin' defense in more directions. But, yeah. Any dang ways. Yeah, that show's just weird. It's like it's gotten progressively more weird. Like, I like to call it Final Destination Hospital, because for the first few seasons of it, people just died all the time because they finished up their plot arcs. Like, they just didn't feel like writing anybody out, so they just randomly died in some freak accident. To a degree that it was almost comical. Like, I think they killed off, like, 8 characters in one season. It's like every time their ratings dip, they're like, well, time to go friggin' ice everybody. It's like convenient random hospital shooting, or just half the hospital explodes, or there's a storm and a bunch of people get impaled through windows, or it's like, what the hell is going on in this place? And why does anyone work here? Alright, so we got that. I'm assuming we can't auto-equip here. Alright, so maybe I have that. Who am I? Alright. See if Sistina can get any new stuff. So can't equip that. Somehow this ribbon improves their defense. Sure, if you say so. Family watches Grey's Anatomy a lot, yeah. Man, Season 8 is just unfortunate. I think that's Season 8 that we're on. I'm not 100%. It's like, it's the show that never ends. So you did watch a lot of Supernatural? Interestingly enough, never saw that one. Like, I kept hearing things about it, somehow constantly missed it. Like, pretty much every show I watch is because somebody else is watching it. And by the way, this picture right here is why I named him Trogdor, because it looks like his right arm's coming out of the back of his neck. Just tell me that's not what that looks like, because it's really hard to tell what's going on otherwise. Anywho, so... Wait, that's not the right button. Yeah, I heard Supernatural was good. I mean, I saw a lot of people downright praising the thing, so... Definitely can't be all bad. Alright. Helmets. Oh my goodness, this equip screen is just something else. Alright. Alright, so I guess we hold down or we swap characters, then we go to the menu. Oh, please tell me they don't change equipment that often. Oh, one sec. Alright, there might be a little bit of a stutter in the stream here in just a moment. Right now, how exactly do I switch characters here? Because, alright, there we go. So you gotta hit select on that screen in particular. Again, not entirely sure why it's kind of obtusely designed like this. Because, I mean, I would have figured by the SNES, you know, they would have maybe figured out some of this stuff. Alright, let's go back, and then... Alrighty, and back again. That was random. Or, wait, I guess you just hit select until you get the character you want here? Whatever. Man, I've seen some pretty obtuse menus. This kind of takes the cake, I gotta say. Okay, so now we select him. Ooh, a monk or a bashker. Well, bashker sounds like it hits stuff real good, so go ahead and go for that. Also, I'm not entirely sure why we decided for getting the guy with metal knuckles and wearing only a belt. Yeah, okay. That sounds like the guy we want to be running around with. Cool beans. Cool beans. Alright, guess we'll have Stina at the head of the party for now. Just because I'm apparently too lazy to hit select. And I think we were about to go do some plot somewhere. You there. What's the plot? Golden Road leads to Basil. Okay. Or Basil. Bazel? Yep, monsters took over, because they can't not take over. Go talk to Richard of Forsina. He knows a lot about them, so as soon as we get there, he'll basically not know anything about it, but there will be some plot MacGuffin for it. Don't believe we've met. I've escaped from Drought on the same ship as you. You are the guy that brought us here. The priest line has a new, stronger barrier around Wendell, and has fallen ill. Fine, we'll go help him. Jeez, can you bring us back? Fine. Oof. Okay, actually, quick thing, Earth Sunder. So, if we go back here, like, if we go all the way back, are we saving this Heath guy and fixing that town, or is that just, or is he just conveniently ahead of us. Go back or don't is basically what I'm asking here. No, they should probably have an idle animation that's just like those shopkeepers dancing. That would be amazing. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Screw it, we're moving on. Don't worry about Heath? Okay, gladly. I mean, they kind of sound like a dessert that works really well with ice cream. I just like to think Steve got all excited because, like, oh man, they're gonna have a Heath bar over there. Oh, by the way, something I learned from my time working as a vending machine filler person. Yeah, Heath bars, if you decide to, or rather, if they end up sitting around for a while without getting bought, dude, them things turn into rocks. Like, there was a pretty regular thing where if stuff went past its expiration date and whatever else, and or by its shelf date, I just automatically got to bring a bunch of it home, and so yeah, Heath bars in particular regularly had this this horrible thing where they tasted really good if you just got them, but then if they sat around for a couple days, they just turn into rocks and taste like absolute garbage. Ooh, Assassin Bug, I like it. Missed that name earlier. Now, I would definitely appreciate a better indicator on cooldown on attacks, but oh well. You're lagging way behind? Yeah, it's probably because my, well, basically we have a deal going that if the kiddo uses the potty, she gets to, get an episode of Netflix, and, ooh. Yeah, I feel like Vitality is kind of the one to go for in this game. Assassin bugs like battle bugs, I guess. Ooh, restore 300 health with a chocolate bar? Man, that is good chocolate. But yeah, anyway, point being, she also at some point figured out how to use Netflix on her own. As in, it's like 2-year-old here is just like, I walk in one day, she's seen me use the PS4 once. She's like, yep, I already figured out how to navigate the menus and go to Netflix. Like, how do you pick this stuff up so fast? It's like she was in another room when I was doing that and just like looked over for a minute. It's like, yep, I fully understand this technology now. It's like, jeez. It's like your parents took a minute to at least figure out the menus. But no, we just figure it out first try, no problem. Yeah, I don't know why I was told that this guy is completely useless. It's pretty alright. Cleft of the earth. Okay, so this one lets you save but not heal. Good to know. Presumably this is a good grinding area then. Yeah, I always like windy areas. Oh, that's nice. So I'm gonna go through it slowly because I like the wind sound. Oh, hi there, character. What? Stay out of my clefts? Jeez. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there we go. What, you can't allow an orgy? How dare you? Wait, machine golems? Nice. Nice. I'm okay with this. Well, I sure would love to heal, but... Right, so apparently the Wolf Boy got friggin' iced right away. Good to know. You might say he was cleft real good. Yeah, I keep seeing that flashing where the other health bar was. It's making me think that, it's my main character that's knocked out here. Okay, that must be out of MP or something. Their machine gun move. I love their little convenient workaround here. They're like, oh man, we can't technically fight them, so you gotta fight the robots, because they're probably gonna be allies later. Okay, I think we just booted him off the cliff. Alright, so she's going up, so we'll go strength on her, I think. Oh, one sec. Okay, so she seems to be kind of a somewhat caster, so we'll go ahead and raise Int on her just in case we need it. I guess I can't do I can't do strength or vitality on her. Not sure why. We'll just forget the Trogdor's here. We're just gonna drag him behind. He's gonna blow himself up, isn't he? So let's stand there. Yeah, as Trogdor just takes the entire hit. He'll be fine though, because it's an RPG and he's a protagonist. Because that lets people survive explosions. Actually, there's another thing, like Grey's Anatomy thing right there. So they have all those seasons where they're like killing off every character left and right. And then they have this one bit where there's literally a chick that's like 3 feet away from a giant explosion. Just takes, you know, a few minor burns on her hand, which later on get much worse. But yeah, basically, friggin' like a huge chunk of their hospital explodes, and yeah, no, she's just fine. Like it's okay. She still manages to do a just random impromptu surgery on a child like 5 minutes later. And then runs through an entire burning building, then goes back through the entire burning building again, and then finally, once all said and done, she's just perfectly fine, but then her injuries get way worse after the fact because they just needed to put stuff in. It's like, we need an excuse for them to be out for a while. So, yeah. It's like, oh, they got moved to another hospital. We're the best hospital ever or something, apparently. But no, they need to move to another one. Because... See, Final Fantasy IV killed off main characters, they didn't come back, if I recall. Yeah, I mean, they did. Personally, I always like when games do that, just because it adds more weight to the story. But I mean, I especially like when they've actually been around for a while. Like, has anyone here played Legend of Dragoon? Just like, I don't want to spoil it if you haven't. This means it's one of those cases where they only kill off one, but it's really effective how they do it. And they, like, mechanically nothing changes that much. Their replacement is identical, but it's just the way that they do it is surprisingly well done, I think. And it's weird because they do it twice. It's just the second time somebody's out for a while and they get replaced with somebody. That one's a bit more jarring, though. Legend of Raccoon. I'd play that. Bottoms! Actually, you know what? That's what we should call the squirrel run of what's it? Spikoden 2. Whenever we get around to that, just go ahead and call it Legend of Raccoon. And yeah, I know that the list for future runs is comically long at this point. It's at 47 runs. I wouldn't even... Yeah, I wouldn't even doubt that. Wow. His face is actually turning into a wolf while he's sleeping. That's pretty awesome. So we got Thief, Doge, and Lady Friend. There we go, that's the party there. At least that's the way Steve sees it. And I guess he's also got Brain Fairy, but whatever. Now, the Wisp is also technically in his head. Is that thing constantly talking to him? Also, I wasn't really paying attention to where we're supposed to go next. The bridge got blown up, so I guess there was that one split in the path, so I guess we go back there. I just wanted to go back and heal real quick. Oh, I missed that chest. Crap. Is that gonna still be there? Where's the Hugo moat? Bridges can't be exploded. Ah, you make a good point. I think I might get rid of probably the Sad Lands emote. Like, basically I just wanted to kind of do like the whole Sad Keanu thing, except it's Sad Lands. Skeletopus has to stay there. I'm not sure how I do a Hugo mode, because when I was putting them in, it was pretty limited in terms of what I could actually have in there. It feels like this guy needs to be all strength. It's like, I feel like it needs to... What I'd like it to be is, like, you know the aliens guy? Except instead of aliens, it's just like Hugo with his hands outstretched, and it's just bridges. What do you guys think? Like, I feel like it needs to be made in meme form somehow. At least that seems to be the kind of thing that people like. And we can just update it for whatever's new at the time. So I'm not saying there were bridges, but there were bridges. Exactly, exactly. Also, it just occurred to me that those things are called porons. I'm not sure that translated so well. Man, PETA must love this game. And I will say, as far as defensive stances go, that's probably the least defensive stance I've ever seen. It's like, let me hold this one dagger straight forward. Let me just hold this other one straight backward. This will work out great. I'm blocking so much with this. And that funny little guy. And I forgot the chest again. Whatever. Whatever. There we go, Beisel. That looks like a city. Received word that they're planning an invasion. No foreigners are allowed. Leave immediately. Oh. Basically U.S. domestic policy right now. Great. Because we got some guy yelling that everybody's invading, apparently. Let's see, probably translates better than skid marks. Yeah, probably. So we can't go there. Right. Then again, we can probably just use the ferry to warp over that little bridge hole, can't we? Actually, no. Probably the most unfortunate translation over is the one that Ogre Battle used for a certain angel move. That one, let's just say, doesn't hold up as well right now. Yeah, let's see. How do we get to that menu? It's not given the contextual menu, so... yeah, that just changes characters. What move? They have, yeah. Just look up, Angel Knight Ogre Battle and look at their ultimate move, and yeah. Don't exactly want to say it because I don't want to get put on a list. So yeah, that's always fun. Yeah, so it's not given the contextual menu, so I'm pretty sure this isn't going to be the way then. Unless there's some other means to do it. Yeah, it's a certain J word you don't exactly want to have recorded. Because, again, I'm pretty sure that's, like, an automatic you're getting watched or something. Like, anytime it came up during the run, I intentionally mispronounced it, because I don't really, again, like, I'm pretty sure that's an automatic dealie. Let me just dance around with these knives while the NPCs take care of everything. Right. See, this is when that mechanic from Phantasy Star would be really handy. Where you can just talk to your peoples and they tell you where to go. Oh yeah, that one. The hee-haw. Let's call it the hee-haw. There we go. Like, it's funny because in context it absolutely makes sense. Because that's, like, it's literally friggin', like, angel artillery, so... considering the main translation is just a holy war there, like, it makes sense. But yeah. Ooh, there's a path we didn't go down. Ooh, another chest I almost forgot. Item seed! Ooh, does that randomize our items? Gives it a new seed. Except that's not the item menu. Next server was before 9/11? Yeah, it was. All the Ogre Battle series was. Alright, Mr. Jumpy Thing. The yeehaw. Okay, so... yay! That's useful information. I'm assuming these are going to be warp points later or something. And he's dead. So... Hey, Earthsunder, as the resident guy who's actually played this before, any idea where to go from here? Or do I just go back now? Since we can't progress in either direction here. Yeah, I'm happy with this team. We got spears, we got sweet bandanas, and we got a guy that just punches stuff out. He's the doggo guy. I'm trying to remember if Vale said the doggo was really good or really bad, but eh. The heck nah. Okay, so we don't go back. What do we does? Oh, you don't know where to go, actually? Okay. This guy's stance is the least defensive thing ever. Ooh, here's a new direction. Okay, I think we found some plot. We found progression, and even though this is one screen... Oh, wait, no, this is the beach. Like, unless we get a friggin' Pokemon with Surf later, I don't think we're gonna get there. Soey? Why are you sewing coffee? You're supposed to drink coffee, not sew it. Alright, you guys go take care of that. Ooh, we got some level 4 porn over here. Be-doo, that move did a ton of damage. To be fair, that's kind of like asking for plot advice, or progression advice in Golden Sun. Because I swear that game just completely forgets to give you any direction sometimes. It's like, hey, so here's like 80 square miles of space to go explore. And yeah, you know, you just go ahead and figure out where you want to go from here. Like, especially in the Lost Age, like, I love that game. There's a crap load to do, but when it opens up, good luck finding the plot. It's just good friggin' luck. It's like, it's somewhere out there. We'll see you next year. Good luck figuring it out. Well, yeah, you get you some coffee, Mr. Sunder. Right, the Alchemist Bon Voyage's house? Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm assuming something didn't go too well in the past. Bridge fell down. Time for my Hyper Deluxe Special Cannon. Oh boy. Oh, baller. We're gonna get shot out of a cannon. Yeah, you're right. Go sail around the world. Yeah, that one spot where you literally gotta sail around the entire friggin' world because you need to get past a rock. Like, it's the best. Gunpowder, forgetting about the gunpowder. Where? You want to elaborate on where to get some, dude. Yeah, that Lost Age is... Yeah, Lost Age is just... At least it's got some amazing music, though. Like, once you get the boat, the new kind of downer overworld music... It's like, I love how with that game, you have pretty standard overworld music for a good bit of it. And then there's one theme, if you look it up, it's Walking Forward with Determination. Like, where it's basically you're getting into the end game, and you just have this massive open, like, exploration bit, and oh my goodness, that music is astounding! You could ask some of these other Cherry Town folk, who are apparently super into gunpowder. Like, I'd figure weapon and item store, this would be the place to go. But they're probably just shops. We got gunpowder. Okay, let's go pick up a bunch of these, because apparently we're gonna need them. Like, load the hell up on these drops. Okay, Golden Road. Oh, is that gonna be... A colony of dwarves living in the cleft of the earth? Okay, I'm gonna assume that's not the, like, we ran into a bunch of skimpy witches who then sent out robots. I'm guessing those aren't the dwarves then. Let's go back and look through there again. Although I do love the allusions to the Silk Road here. Alright, whatever. They can just XP grind. I'm gonna slowly samba my way out of here. Speedrun strats right here. The evasion jig. The evasion jig is real. Also, I'm not sure what that auto kick was that he was doing. I wasn't hitting any buttons. Literally only holding down the D-pad right now. Just moonwalk our way across the road. Oh man, I wonder if there's any way to mod in like a little hat for Steve here. It's like the Michael Jackson hat. Glorious. Okay, I don't want to redo that, so let's just do this. Actually, now that we've found out about... I'm gonna look for hidden doors on the right, but I'm gonna assume this way was the thing? Or maybe there's an alternate path down here? No. I mean, they did say it was in here. Only in RPGs, man. Need to cross a hole. We have an ability that lets us cross holes, but it's slightly too far, so we need to go fire ourselves out of a cannon. But first we gotta find some friggin', like, legendary creatures, because reasons. Right. So I've looked all around the cleft here. Not seeing a whole lot of dwarvy folks. Like, if anything, I would have assumed they would have been the ones sending out the attack robots. So... Is this a door? Just freakishly aggressive wildlife with 0 life expectancy. Alright, is that a door? That is not a door. Okay, I'm just gonna look for another entrance to the cleft. So you said another translation for the Angel Knight move was Holy War? Yeah, that gives you an idea for what it is, and why it was called a hee-haw. Poo-poo grass! Sweet. Picking up that poo-poo in the forest. If you're wondering why I'm adding that little 222 bit to it, it sounds very close to one of the themes in Sonic. Specifically the Angel Island Zone. Oh. Sure. Wait, Amazon-S. Why is she Amazon-S? She's just an Amazon. There's no dude Amazons. Yeah. Right now I'm gonna imagine Megadeth with angels. Why not? I mean, that's really fitting for Ogre Battle. Like, you've played March of the Black Queen, right? Because, I mean, half that game is just a massive metal album waiting to happen. Like, for example, you have an entire battle that's just like friggin' Terror Knights and Angels fighting what is more likely an army of ogres and knights, or golems and knights and griffins and crap. Like, just take any battle from that game and you've got yourself a metal album. And I think that, I don't know. It's like, it's one of those things where between 64 and March of the Black Queen, that part has always appealed, like, that part of Black Queen has always appealed more to me, just the openness of it. It's funny because objectively 64 is the better game, but it's just something about the sheer craziness that Black Queen allows, you know? Just, it always feels weirdly cozy, let's put it that way. That special brand of crazy, as it were. And that chest appeared too late. Right, so, I'm confused. They specifically said go here. There's no doors. As far as I can tell, no alternate paths. Well, I mean, if anyone's got any ideas, they specifically said go to the cleft hole. And we went to the cleft hole, and there's nothing here. Like, checking out every wall here. There's no alternates that I can see. And I'm not sure at what point they decide that enough is enough with all this wildlife, so I'm just gonna moonwalk our way out of this situation. I mean, it honestly looks like he's doing a Michael Jackson. Just like, look at him. With that second dagger, kind of looks like he's even just holding his crotch. Alright, I'm gonna assume maybe down here. Like, maybe this is some alternate version down here. Like, maybe some plot progression got unlocked. Or maybe we have to talk to more town... Wow, he really doesn't like that mushroom thing. Maybe we have to talk to more townspeople, get more progression unlocked. One of these days. Alright, so we already explored that area to the south. Let's go back to town. Alright, you look like a man who knows how to find gunpowder. Use it all the time to blast new tunnels, entrance just before the bridge over the cleft of the earth. That's where I just was. Alright, let's heal up and then let's go back there. Take a bit of a big old nap here. And before anyone says it, I was considering to just reload the save, but I couldn't remember if the last save was actually over at the cave or not. Moonwalk! Alright, so Earth Center. Basically what we missed is that there was a guy that said that we need to go back to that place that we just were. Apparently it's right before the bridge. So we're going right back there again. Got coffee and a banana. Breakfast of champions right there. And had some coffee and a bacon sandwich earlier. Stuff's delicious. Speaking of which, that reminds me, I gotta put in my friggin' Weight Watchers points at some point. Which, by the way, still kind of surprised to hear people complaining that they, that whole diet's way too restrictive. Like, the whole Weight Watchers thingy, like the freestyle thingy, it's actually really, really cozy, I'd say, as far as diets go. Like, I've done CrossFit and Keto, I've done, God, what the hell was it called? Never tried the Apple diet, let's put it that way. I mean, I should point out I'm not like a bajillion pounds or whatever. Oh, what will you do? Really? We had to talk to the statue? Can we wisp it? Okay. Yeah, bacon sandwich is delicious. Basically get some Laughing Cow, specifically the Gouda flavor, and smash that crap onto some bread. Put some bacon on there, and it's actually really cheap as far as points go. Like, we found this one type of turkey bacon that's like 1 point per 2 pieces, give or take. So we basically just fry up an entire pack of that. And then eggs cost nothing. Bread costs like 2 points a piece, and then Laughing Cow costs 1 point per wedge. So yeah, pretty handy. And I'm still not sure why exactly we're supposed to think, hey, let me talk to this statue, unless they were counting on people impulsively saving. In which case, apparently that was the one time I resisted that urge, but whatever. So yeah. Progress. Man, the graphics do not like you sprinting down these stairs. I'll say one thing that's kind of bugging me so far is it's really hard to tell where there's an entrance and where there isn't. It's kind of like the Parasite Eve problem in that respect, actually. Man, these guys are awesome. In the item shop, baller. Where's that? Oh, he's picking away. But yeah, that mess was really good. Mix it with some coffee, it gets all nice and melty, it's good stuff. You look important. We need to talk to you. Oh, okay. I thought he was going to be this Watts guy. Something strange at the end of the new tunnel. Yep, there's monsters. There's always monsters. Why wouldn't there be monsters? That's just how everything is all the time. Alright, pick up a few of those, put them in storage. It occurs to me I probably should be using these ropes more often, huh? And they're specifically made for that purpose, after all. What's up, little guy? Fur vest, feather vest, camouflage cloak. Baller. We're back. Alrighty, there we go. So let's find this cave. As he said exit to the right, I would assume that was it. Might be able to switch and equip inside the shop menu. I will give it a shot. Okay, so this isn't it. Yeah, a lot of things from the, just like the flow to the general pattern of everything, it really, really is making me think a lot of Golden Sun. It's talking on my left here. No, stop buying more of them. Okay, select on that menu, didn't do anything. Oh, just let it be an upgrade. Alright. Alright. Basilard. Basilard. I always like the names of Basilards. I don't know, it's just nice. L or R? No. No, I tried it. That was the first thing I tried. Now you can go select on this menu to swap different stuff around. Like, honestly, I would have kind of preferred, I want to say, like, the 7th Saga system, where you're just basically buying a flat upgrade, and they just auto-sell it. Like, it came out before this is the weird part. Like, a long time before this, I'm pretty certain. So it's a little bit weird that the menus in this are so archaic. Flamea. Apparently they didn't care too much about updating the weapon sprites. At least for the spears. All the other stuff, they put a bunch of detailed work into this one, into there. Oh, right, they each have their own menus, so I gotta sell separately for each one. That's why I'm not seeing items. They could have handled that better. Yeah. Not sure about that. Also, I'm not entirely sure how a fur vest is somehow more protective than plate mail, but if they say so. RPG logic and stuff. I mean, she's a girl after all, which means that pretty much backwards armor logic applies. It's like, the more cleavage is showing, the more protection it gives, obviously. Gnome is our patron spirit? Okay, sweet, so we can use him as a summon then, right? Actually, I guess we have to just leave and turn to the right then. Price is 60 luck. Okay. Sleep on some straw mats. Undyne's Day. Undying the Undying. Alright, so I'm gonna hope this little area to the right is pretty quick, because I am running a little bit short on time here. So let's see, if we exit, go to the right, gonna let us pass. Wow. Okay. This guy's alright. Little Sans is running around. Wonder if Sans was inspired by these guys by chance. So, I'm assuming in later games they probably handled all that a bit better, right? Like as far as the inventory management goes? Like, I mean, I'm not against, like, old-timey inventory management, just pointed out. And, hell, if anyone here's, ever played, like, Kingsfield or something like that, Hello there, Mr. Man. Save some gunpowder. What? Make it 1500. Dude. All right. I would have grinded up that 3000 if you just waited a minute. But then again, like, as far as convenience and stuff goes, like, I don't know, the most fully featured one that I can think of was Earthbound. Like, that mess is just awesome. Like, it's really amazing how much stuff they did right in that game. Strength, sure. How dare you mucus everyone. So one thing I will point out though, for a game called Secret of Mana, it seems like everybody knows all about the mana stuff. It's like, it just seems like everybody knows what's up, except for us. Secret only us? I don't know. Rip. Okay, presumably at the end of this tunnel will be the dude. Alrighty, so Society of Engineers living right underground. Naturally, they wouldn't be able to build a bridge just straight up to these places. And we're just basically going on a little mini genocide here for the sake of getting some freaking gunpowder. All these guys are doing are sleeping. Are we the bad guys? Pretty clearly we are. Okay. Great, you pissed off Rayquaza. Good job. Hold him down square. Julie. Oh god, he's come to eat our jewels. Oh, that boss music though. No, it's him that needs healing. Okay. Stina's still just fine at the moment. Stop eating our jewels. Wait, whose defensive power is down? I don't know. Plan for an item. It doesn't really say whose stuff is down, so I'm gonna assume it's mine that's down. Yeah, he's not eating very many jewels. It's more like... I mean, I guess we can't technically get at his jewels either, but oh well. Man, this would be really annoying if there was a, like a location mechanic. Like a distance mechanic. Oh, I see how that's working. So he's just throwing out debuffs, basically. And I guess all those other times they just didn't work or something. Mash. Okay. Well, he finally didn't attack. That took a hot minute. Seems like all he can do is like 50 to 60, so whatever. We're alright. We're just fine here. We're running a bit low on these things. I will say I definitely would prefer... Oh, there we go. It does tell you their name. Couldn't tell who I was targeting with the items. Diamond missiles! Jeez, rude. And we're still fine. For the moment, anyway. Like, also we're getting a little bit low on healing items here, but not a whole lot of advanced strategies have come out yet, and the game hasn't really even explained half its mechanics, so... Kind of feels like we're mashing, you know? Actually, wait a minute. The other characters should probably have healing items as well. It's only the one guy that was maxed out. Oh, buying consumables for everyone's gonna get annoying. Oh no, he's dead. There we go. You go explode now? It's gonna turn out we killed their friggin' deity. He was made of sparklies. Yeah, take that, deity. Oh, so we killed an endangered species, is what you're saying. Oh my god, it's the friggin' gnome from Golden Axe. Huh. Okay, so now we've got a weird gnome stuck in our brain, too. Sure. Sure. Okay. Can you skip all of this if you have that 3,000 earlier, by the way? Oh, I was about to use one of those. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, so, I'm gonna have to leave it there for the moment then. Because I gotta get going here. So, thank you guys for stopping by. Have yourself an awesome one. I think Pan's doing stuff right now. I'm not sure who's actually doing things. So let's go do one of them raidy things, because apparently I'm supposed to. Or actually, no. Cow's always asking for shepherds, so... There we go. Do one of those things. Is that the right one? I have no idea. Hopefully. Gonna be real awkward if it isn't. But yeah, you guys have a good one. Take care, and later.